Namaste students. I am JVN Dr. Aziz Mohammed Khan from Department of Food and Biotechnology, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jyoti Vidyapith Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am going to discuss about the topic health benefits of probiotics. So in our previous video we discussed about health benefits of food, health benefits of milk products. So it is a common health benefits which we have already discussed in our previous videos. So similar things will be found here because there are some important types of probiotics which we are using in our daily life. Okay, which we can include on which we can include in our daily diet. So what are the probiotics which we can add? The first is kefir, which is a probiotic culture culture drink. Kefir contains multiple strains of bacteria and yeast. Kefir is rich in minerals and vitamins, and particularly in vitamin B and vitamin K, which is important in providing the protection against osteoporosis. Okay, next is sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is very easy, and we can make this food product in lab, and there may be any experiment in our laboratory exercise for the production of fermented food products of sauerkraut. This sauerkraut is produced from the cabbage, fermented cabbage. Okay, this it's high in fiber, and it is high in vitamin A, C, K, and various B vitamin, and it is a good source of iron, manganese, copper, sodium, magnesium, and calcium. Okay, these are the sources which we can found in cabbage, and these are the sources we can found in microorganisms. So this is the mixture of uh, cabbage and microorganism sources. The next fermented food is miso. This is the traditional Japanese paste which is made from fermented soybean and grains, consist of millions of beneficial bacteria. It's, it is rich in essential minerals and a good source of vitamin B source, vitamin E, vitamin K, and folic acid. Kimchi is another important probiotic. It is similar to sauerkraut, but it is more spicier than sauerkraut. Kimchi is also a form of fermented cabbage and other vegetables. It contains vitamin A, B1, B2, C, and minerals such as iron, calcium, and selenium. So similar to sauerkraut. Lassi is an Indian special food which is found in mostly in the Punjab area, and it is made up of soured milk. Lassi has been drunk as a pre-dinner yogurt drink for the centuries. It is popular way of achieving probiotic bacteria. So it is mostly we have lactobacillus lactis bacteria in this lassi, and we similar type of bacteria which we can find in the curd. Okay, the next is kombucha, which is a fizzy fermented black tea. Um, the yeast turns sugar into alcohol and carbon dioxide, and bacteria called Azotobacter convert the alcohol into the acetic acid, giving the sour taste. The next food is tempeh, which is another version of fermented soybean. Tempeh is rich in protein source. The bread is also a good food, but some of the bread, such as sauerkraut, is used as the uh, essential nutrient. Okay, this only this one sour bread is used as a uh, nutrient. So yogurt, lactobacillus bacteria convert lactose sugar in milk into glucose and galactose, which break down the further into lactic acid, giving yogurt is a sour taste. Different types of living bacteria can remain in the yogurt and provide a valuable contribution to gut microbiota. So this yogurt provide an important source of microorganisms which are beneficial microorganisms, and these microorganisms can be increased using the yogurt. Okay, we are increasing the normal microflora using the yogurt. Okay, so it is a important probiotic. So now the health benefits of these probiotics. The first is in the digestion and improve absorption. These probiotics have important role in the digestion. Okay, some of these probiotics can be used in the absorption of different types of useful minerals which have important role in the digestion. Okay, uh, some of the sugar and starches in the food we have broken down through the process. Fermented food are easier to digest it. These due to fermentation process, lactose. Okay, lactose is digested, and the glucose, galactose are also an important source which can be used for the digestion. So these probiotics have an important role in digestion. Okay, in which these microorganisms present in the probiotics help in digestion of sugar, glucose, and galactose. Okay, and make the food digestible. Next is synthesis and availability of nutrients. There are various types of nutrients which can be found in these probiotics, such as vitamin B and vitamin K. We know how these vitamins are important for human. Okay, the next is improvement in immune responses. A large number of microorganisms can be found in the gut. So if someone had lower concentration of microorganisms present in the gut, we can improve the number of microorganisms in the gut through the probiotic. Okay, we are supporting the mucosa and natural barrier, which can be important in providing the protection against some pathogenic microorganism. So using the probiotics, we are increasing the number of some beneficial microorganisms which can fight against the pathogenic microorganism. And these microorganisms are known as the normal microbiota, which are found in the gut. Okay, so these we can improve the course of antibiotics and probiotics through the probiotics. Okay, so using these probiotics we are increasing the number of microbes which are beneficial. Okay, and due to these microbes our immune system gets more and more strong. If we have poor immune system, we can increase and we can improve our immune system through the use of some probiotics. The next is phytic acid is a anti-nutrient. It is a anti-nutrient. It means it do not allow the uptake of nutrients. Okay, so it is not essential for us. So using the probiotics, we can remove the phytic acid. Okay, this phytic acid is found in the legumes and seed, plants, minerals such as iron and zinc, and reduce their absorption. It reduces the absorption of some ions. So by using the probiotics, we can increase the uptake of some nutrients. Okay, we can increase the uptake and absorption of some nutrients, and we can remove this phytic acid through the use of probiotics. Okay, next is the increasing in the mood and behavior. So the gut and brain are linked through the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, and this is the normal part of nervous system, and the gut is linked with the neurons that can influence the emotions and feelings. Serotonin, a neurotransmitter involved in mood, is made up in the gut, and we can suggest that probiotic bacteria can contribute in a healthy gut. So if we are using the probiotics, we are increasing the number of normal microbiota of the gut, and if we are increasing the normal microbiota of the gut, these normal microbiota will help in serotonin, okay, which can improve in influence our emotions and feelings, okay. So our emotions and feelings are also the results of microorganisms, so we are increasing the microorganisms through the probiotics. These are the normal microbiota, and we are increasing the number of normal microbiota you, by uptake of probiotic, okay. And these microorganisms will help in improvement in our emotions and feelings. So our topic is over here. In our upcoming lecture, we will discuss about the control of microorganisms in food.